Click to subscribe to our channel. We're busy adding new videos all the time. Lots of interesting and very colorful plants, including some that are tremendously valuable for seasonal summer color. And in that category, I would very definitely include this series of summer flowering phlox. And this is Phlox Freckle series Red Shades. And what's interesting about this is that it's a compact grower that's very free flowering, but like the others in the series is highly unusual in that within this variety you get a constantly changing selection of different floral colors and different floral patterns. When you look at this series, you'll see that on each of these plants there's a very different selection of color types. First of all, you get the ones with an almost total solid color. But then when you look at them closely, you'll see that part of the plant will spring up with a flower like this, that's all white with a red eye. Or it might be that it's like the plant behind it here, that as you see, it's got a solid flower on this side of the plant, but look what's happening on this side. When the buds open up, they come open with these streaked flowers. And that's happening all the time with this series. Highly unusual and very interesting, because on one single plant you'll get lots of different types of flowers. It's a fun kind of thing that happens unusually with this selection. It only grows about 15 to 20 inches high, so it's an ideal size for most gardens. Whether you've only got space for one single plant, or if you've got a larger area, you could put these in a larger group, and imagine then what the whole selection of different colors and patterns is going to turn out to be. They start to flower first in the earlier part of the summer, and then because they're continually producing lots of flower buds through the rest of the growing season, they'll keep flowering right through to the frost of the autumn, especially if you go in and remove the old flower heads just when they're beginning to go over. That will encourage plenty of young fresh growth from further down inside the crown, that of course will then produce flower buds that then will produce flowers that will keep it going through. Hardy to zone 4 and really very easy to grow in a sunny, well-drained position. All you need is an average well-drained soil, and I would suggest that you dig a good generous sized hole and work in plenty of organic matter. That's planting compost. That's the stuff that it's going to love to root into, and also work some into your backfill so that when you put that in round the new root ball, it's got lots of that really good organic matter to root into and then thrive and grow away. Of course, like all newly planted plants, you've got to really keep an eye on the watering for the first few weeks. Depends on the weather, but it might be that you water it twice or maybe 3 times a week. Just enough to keep them so that they're moist, but not soaking wet, and at the same time giving them that nice transition into their new garden spot. Developed by Jan Verschuur in the Netherlands, a really premier perennial breeder, this is a very unique selection that's part of the Freckle series. The Freckle series comes in different shades too. You get a blue, a purple and a pink, and this is Phlox Freckles Red Shades, so that as you see you can go through and pick your favorite colors when you see them all flowering like these at your local garden center. Really gorgeous and highly unusual and very distinctive. This is the Phlox Freckle Red Shades.